Good God. Hey, honey. Once I see when we start. Thank you for. Holy shit. I'm not sick. I'm sorry, I just hit my bone. Sorry. Oh my God. Oh shit. Whew. How are you this evening? Listen. Hi, honey. Happy Sunday to you. Guess what, y'all? I'm on YouTube. All of my lives and all my videos will be on YouTube. I now have a YouTube channel. It's called Zotivation. Link in my bio. Please subscribe. I have like one subscriber. I've only had it for 6 hours, but that one subscriber is a feat for me. So please go subscribe. I'm really, really excited to have this YouTube channel, and yeah, please subscribe, watch the videos, blow this shit up. Thank you. Good evening. In case you don't know, my name is Zoe. I'm Zoe, the goddamn motor scooter. Motor scooter is a gender neutral term. That means that we are full of gas and always ready to kick some ass, honey. I am a biological male living the woman experience with a gender fluid expression. You can call me he, she, it. I don't give a shit just as long as you call me back. My pronouns are she, they. Now let's get into this. Hello, New Jersey. How are you? Look, I gotta tell y'all about last night. All right, let's do it. Let's get into it. So last night I went to a show. John Waters. If you don't know who John Waters is, this man's an icon. He gave us Divine, Hairspray, Cecil B. I forgot. He's an icon. It was a wonderful show. And if he's ever in town, please go see him. He's at 76 and he is still going. You understand me? He's still going. Still going. So like, listen. So I get finished with the show. And then we go to this pizza spot. If you're ever in Tucson, please come to Empire Pizza. It's my favorite pizza in Tucson. Has the best pizza in Tucson. You hear me? Probably in the world. I love it. It's my favorite. I never had a Lotte pizza until last night, and it slapped. But I had to bar hop because I promised that I was going to go out. And if you look at my Instagram, I did dress a little bit revealing last night. I did have my breasts out. I was feeling myself last night. So I went to this, to karaoke, right? And I love singing. I really, really do. And the bartender, Maddie, took care of me. So I'm sitting here pounding these shots of whiskey and chasing this shit with my IPA because, of course, I'm bottom shelf, right? I had a good old time, grand old time. My Instagram is Zoe the Motor Scooter. That link is also in my bio. All the links are in my bio. The Canvas site was updated today with the YouTube, the new book link. So yeah, I'm really excited. So I already got one more subscriber. So like I'm kind of feeling myself. So I know that I'm famous. I got 2 subscribers, and like once I get 3, I'm gonna act brand fucking new. Y'all don't even know me. And wait till I get 10. When I get 10 goddamn subscribers, huh? Please, paparazzi everywhere I go. Oh my God. What are your thoughts on this whole Hennessy Marie scandal? I talked about this yesterday. And I'm glad you brought the question up. In case you don't know, Hennessy Marie is a beautiful transgender woman. She's an exotic dancer. And she was in New York City and I think Miami. And she had allegedly exposed cis het men. And she had told them that she was a cisgender woman. Here's what I think about that. Trans disclosure is one thing. But I think when you mean to deceive anybody, that's wrong. And what she did was wrong. And there's no way around it. That's the first thing. The second thing is, before any cis het man gets up on here and says they did not know that we were transgender, they didn't know, blah 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 blah. That's bullshit. Because they're in my inbox. They're coming to find us. So the first thing is, Hennessy Marie's fucking wrong. That was deceitful. She tried to deceive those men. And she was wrong. Secondly, those men probably sought that ass out. So let's not give cishet men no pass in this either. The third thing. And I mean this. And before somebody calls me a pick-me, like, oh, that's a pick-me trans girl, oh, that's a pick-me, I'm not. I don't give straight men the benefit of the doubt about shit. I don't even fuck around with straight men. Period. I don't at all. That's just not my shit. You take that toxic masculinity and you kill somebody else's daughter. You're not gonna bring that shit to me. I don't even fuck around with straight men. It's just not my jam. I need my phallus to be a queer phallus. That means it has touched another one or it's come out of a box. I don't fuck around with straight phallus, all right? So, listen, I believe in genital preference. That's not a thing, okay? Genital preference is not transphobic. Genital preference is not transphobic. It'll never be transphobic for you to prefer a cisgender woman. I don't think so. It becomes transphobic when you say, I'm not going to be with a trans woman just because she's transgender. But listen, because this is going to be on YouTube. This whole live's going to be on YouTube when I break this down, okay? Now, I got into, I guess, a bit of a disagreement with a younger trans lady on a panel on Friday about this discussion because she missed the entire point about what the fuck I was saying. Say, for instance, you want a pizza. You want a pizza. The link's in the bio, baby. Just go and hit the link on Canva. It'll take you right to the YouTube. You go to a pizza shop, right? And you order a pizza. You tell the man, I want a pizza that looks like, and you, in your mind, you know it. And you say, I want a meat lover's pizza, right? The guy says, all right. So he brings the box to you, right? It smells greasy. Boy, you can smell the crust. Cheesy. Meaty, right? You open the box, and inside of the box is a hot dog. Now, listen. You came here for a pizza, but you open the box. That's informed consent. Nobody has the right to knowingly give you an STD. Nobody has the right to knowingly deceive those things. I do not believe in trans disclosure. I do believe in genital disclosure. I'll be damned. Now that can be, you can call it trans disclosure, but you deserve the right to know that when you get down there, it's not a pizza, hun. It's not a pizza. And I'm not gonna bullshit. It would scare the shit out of me if I was a cis het man and I'm going down and all of a sudden I'm surprised because that would surprise me. It would startle me and I would feel betrayed. I would. Now, that's not to say that trans women owe you the right to tell you that if we're not about to get into it. It's none of your business if we're not about to get into it. If we're going on a date, why are we talking about my dick? Forgive my language, I'm sorry. Why are we talking about my phallus? Honey, we're on a date. Now, whether I'm trans or not is neither here nor there. Once we're about to cross the threshold of sex, before you kiss me, before we even get physical, before you kiss me, back the fuck up, because if you punch me, I'm gonna smack the shit out you. Don't touch me yet. I'm transgender and this is what's going on. Now I'm going to give you the option to do whatever you want to with that. It is not transphobic if you decide to not have sex with me. I get it. I get it. Before you even, don't kiss me, don't touch me. Honey, we're just here having coffee. Before we get physical, let me tell you something. Links in the bio, baby. YouTube, links in the bio. Let me tell you something. But off top, I don't owe you shit. I don't owe you, Brenda. Honey, I'm only a cubicle over from you. I don't owe you to tell you that I'm trans or not, Brenda. No, that's none of your business, Brenda. Shit, mind your own pizza, and I'll mind my own hot dog. How about that? And whenever you want to pop open the box, then we'll talk about it. Until then, mind your goddamn business. Now that's how I feel about the Hennessy Marie situation. I didn't mean to go off on a tangent. But I'm all for informed consent, babe. I'm all for informed consent. I am all about transparency because everybody deserves to feel safe when they are about to have sexual relations with somebody. They deserve to feel safe, and if someone has sexual trauma linked to that, you can trigger somebody's sexual trauma because you didn't inform them. Now they have an STD. Now they were surprised. Now they were outed because you deceived them and you meant to deceive somebody. You know what I mean? That you're married, huh? Now you're married. And now Brenda and I are bumping shoulders. And now we're Eskimo sisters because we're both sleeping with you. Everybody deserves to feel safe in their sexual environment and in their sexual expression. And you don't have the right to not give somebody the full consent. Mentally, physically, emotionally, socially, you don't have the right to take that consent from anybody. You don't. Trans, cisgender, non-binary, Christian, Muslim, black, white, oppressed, non-oppressed, I don't give a shit. You don't have the right to pass that on to somebody else. Not in this lifetime. Good evening. Good evening. Hello there. Hi, Janice. Hi. Look, I say this all the time. You have the same way that I have the ability to get on here and say what I'm saying, somebody has the right to get on here and disagree. Okay? And any time that you come over here and try to stop me from doing what I do, then that becomes a problem, right? It only becomes a problem when you try to impede me, right? I just want you to just be. I was talking to my friends last night at the pizza parlor, and my good friend she said, I just don't feel confident about my body. I said, that concept of body shame is stupid. She said, you're stupid. I said, no, I'm not calling you stupid. Now I'm calling you dumb. I said, that whole concept of body shame is so stupid because it's steeped in trauma and shame. I hate that. I hate that sometimes, like, you just look at, like, I don't even like myself today. In the back of your mind, you hear your mother, right? You hear your mother from when you were 7 and she said, stop eating, you're gonna get fat, right? Now you're looking at yourself, you're like, I can't even enjoy something. Or, you know, your father says at 16, don't be humble. You shouldn't take compliments like that. Okay, okay. Huh? Living in the back of your mind, traumatized? All right, maybe it's just me. I'm just keeping it a stack up in this bitch. I'm just keeping it a stack. The whole concept is stupid. And I said, you know how I got over it? I stopped giving a shit about the opinions of people that I cared about. Now, that's probably the opposite of what I'm saying. You probably never heard that before. I gave a shit too much about, and it wasn't like everybody, you know? It was like my mother, you know, my best friend. You know what I mean? My 3rd grade teacher, you know, people that I cared about, that I admired, even people that I looked up to, that I was being mentored by. I stopped giving a shit. I don't care. So if you think that I don't, if I don't care about what they think, you think a stranger's gonna bother me? Bet. So then when I got out of that, when I freed myself from that, and I asked them for their opinions, when I solicit their advice, I appreciate it so much more because they know that when I ask them, I care about it, you know? Then I had to deal with me because I was my worst enemy. I am my worst enemy. I had to tell myself to shut the fuck up. Like, bitch, shut the fuck up. If you don't shut your non-believing ass up, if you don't shut your ass up. Now, when I was big, right, because I told y'all I was 300 pounds last year. Y'all can scroll back to these videos. You could never tell that I wasn't confident, goddammit. I went into my closet one day and I threw away these clothes that I was saving, and it came back to bite my ass since I lost weight. I threw away all of these clothes that I was trying to lose weight for. I threw them all away. I threw them all the fuck away. I'm not altering my body to fit no goddamn clothes. I'll alter the clothes or I'll throw them the fuck out. And I did. I went up in there and got naked right in front of my mirror. My full body mirror is in my hallway. Down a long hallway. So I can walk, that's a fucking runway. So I can always look at myself because I used to hate looking in the mirror, y'all. I used to hate looking at myself. I could not stand what I looked like. And every time I was making those videos, when I first started this channel, I wasn't just talking to y'all. I was talking to myself. I was talking to us as a collective. What's the conjugation in Andalusian Spanish? Ais. I was talking to us as a collective, hun. So I put my mirror in my hallway. And I live by myself. I walk past that bitch naked. I walk past it snot nose. I walk past it hair fucked up. And I always look at it like, don't you ever forget that you didn't like looking at this. Every goddamn, oh my God, every street is your runway. Let's give them a show. If people are looking at you, give them a show. And if they're not looking, thank God. There's no pressure either way. I'll give you a fucking show. If this is a simulation, I'll give your ass a show. I don't give a damn. The entire world has been made for you. When you really understand that, right? It is for you. You getting here, me getting here, this was designed for something, or maybe it wasn't. That's your decision. That's your decision. You decide that. You decide purpose. How absurd it is. You know? How absurd it is to keep going to work. For what? How absurd is that? How absurd it is to hold on to things that don't serve you. How absurd is it to hate yourself? How absurd is it to not heal? You know what I mean? But hey, that's me. That's just me. Listen, if I'm a man, that must mean you're a woman, right? Because men must have double deep breasts and glowing and radiant skin. If I'm a man, you must be a woman. Hello, Washington State. Right? If I'm a man, that must mean you're a woman. Right? By principle. Because wouldn't all men look like this? When you think about it, right? You look like an ass now. You look like an ass. You see how God will make a fool out of you? God will make a fool out of you. This song that's about to play, is Sissy Houston. It's a rare recording of her singing in this church in New Jersey. I Do, Don't You. It's one of the most beautiful videos I've ever seen in my life, because black people are just something different to me, baby. Hi, Nashville. Hi. You could never shame me about what? I told her that too yesterday. I said to her, I said, girl, if somebody says, oh, you're fat. Well, honey, I'm the first. Listen, I didn't know I was fat until you told me I was fat. But let me tell you something. I've been in this body longer than you. I'd be the first one to know. Oh, she got stretch marks. Bitch, I've been here. I've been here. I have been here. I have been here with this body and these teeth. I have been here with these bones and these joints. I have been here with this nose. When you accept that shit and you touch it, honey, once you accept it, what can somebody tell you different? Honey, bitch, I knew it was there. I know. Hi, Pennsylvania. I've been here. Excuse me. You think, what, are you trying to surprise me? Huh? Just trying to surprise me like eating my food or something, like your sweet potato pie was nasty. That would shock me. Oh my God, that would give me a fright. That would startle me. Like, oh my God. Them deviled eggs she makes is nasty as shit. Hi, Alabama. Hi, Kansas. Like that, oh my God, I'm offended. I didn't know that about myself. I didn't know that I couldn't make deviled eggs that were appetizing. That would surprise me. That would make me want to fight. That would make me test my healing. That would make me go back on my integrity. I may have to whoop your ass. I may have to whoop your ass because, you know, quote unquote, men like me like to tussle. That would make me so mad. That would piss me off. That's one of my biggest fears. That I cook for folks and they be like gobbling up my shit in front of my face. And like then they're like, you know what, that was nasty as shit. Like I was high when I ate Zoe's greens. Like, what? 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 I would be so heartbroken. What? Hi, Charlotte? Like, what? That would break my heart. What? Why would you do that to me? Thank you so much. Why would you do that to me? That was Sissy Houston. I do, don't you? Let me tell you something. When YouTube first came out, and I was like really in church, like I was like heavily, like deeply engrossed in church. I used to find old Clark Sister videos. That's how I learned to sing, for real, like how I learned my harmonies and stuff. Because I would be playing, I'd be listening to old videos of them at like G.E. Patterson's church, Azusa Street. I love them, right? My favorite things. But yeah, I'm not gonna say who's my favorite because I really can't pick a favorite. But I'm gonna tell you something. The Clark sister that slept on, who y'all gonna keep fucking around on, is Jackie. Jackie Clark Chisholm. Y'all sleep on Jackie. Y'all sleep on Jackie Clark. Jackie Clark's that buttery, mellow, pillowy, and I mean it's like this soft. Her lower octave is so deep and soft and sweet. And if she ever went into jazz, she'd have been a fucking jazz icon. I tell you that. I could bet my everything on that. If there's like an alternate universe where Jackie is a star, whew. Baby, I love when I used to practice on Nothing to Lose. Every morning I used to sing that song on my little MP3 player. I used to sing it so I could learn my 5-part harmonies. Hi, good evening. Hi, Ziggy. It was just it was my shit. I just and it like on my my gym playlist, it's so stupid because it goes from like Meg The Stallion to Mahalia Jackson, and it's not like it's Didn't It Rain. Mahalia Jackson's Didn't It Rain. She had sang it, I think, on the Merv Griffin show in 1957, I think. And I love it. Every morning that I do go to the gym, I play that same song. Mother Pace and the Pace Sisters, Leave It Alone. I play that on my gym playlist. That's the gospel music for cardio. I don't give a damn. Cardio and gospel music, because I'm lip syncing and chewing my gum for eternal life. I do the same shit every day that I go. I get my chewing gum. I chew my gum. I get my lip gloss. I gloss these lips up. I dash some water on this face, little vitamin C. I'll do a little quick deodorant. I lotion up these legs. 'Cause I'm not being ashy, but I'm not trying to cause a fire. You know what I mean? Get that lip gloss on, put my scarf on, and I'm up on that gym. Hit that max incline at 3.5, and I am just lip syncing and chewing my gum. Honey, popping it and giving you a goddamn show. Whether anyone's looking or not, I don't give a shit. I hope they're not looking, because I look like an ass. And I'm very sweaty, I'm very intense. And if they knew what I was playing in my AirPods, they would never guess that I am playing Mahalia Jackson, Didn't It Rain, from a 1957 black and white video. They have no idea that I am listening to, don't judge me, Kim Burrell's Watch Me Praise Him. Sorry, Watch Me Praise Him. From 2013. I'm devoted. My YouTube is robust. If you ever looked at my watch history, because it's like from when I was like 15 to 31, like all my church videos and things I liked to now, oh my God. I love growth. Growth is such a beautiful thing, isn't it? But Jackie is slept on. Okay, Dorinda laid hands on me. All right, y'all ready for a story? Y'all want a story? Tap the screen, tap the shit, tap the shit. Drop a penny, drop a penny, tap a bitch. All right, here we go. This is a throwback. I was 10 years old. And my grandmother was Kojic at the time. My grandmother was raised apostolic and then Pentecostal. And then she was going to this Kojic church called Shiloh. And Shiloh was the biggest, most beautiful church in Harrisburg. You hear me? It sat on a hill. And it was white. And it had these big windows. Shiloh was beautiful, man. And every Sunday, that church was going off. Reverend Hines was 75 years old, and that man would get that church going. That man, when he got up, and even like when he was getting older and he was about to retire and step down, when that old man got behind that mic, lightning hit that place. And the Shiloh's choir was the best choir, man, that you've ever seen. Well, St. Paul's Baptist at the time on 15th Street. Yeah, y'all had something going on. Huge, right? So we used to have these youth conferences called AIM. And if anyone was raised like in the black church, y'all know that AIM happens every year and it's huge. Like Kiara Sheard's there. It's huge. It's a national conference. Harry Potter had just came out, okay? Now, I don't know what year this was. This was 20 years ago now. This was 20 years ago. Harry Potter had just came out, and I bought this book in the bookstore on numerology, and my deacon was like, I'm going to take this book from you and give it to your mom because this is witchcraft. I was so fucking mad. My mom gave it right back to me too, but that's neither here nor there. Little fat necked. I'm still bitter. So there was like this youth sermon, like this prayer circle, right? And Dorinda Clark Cole was preaching, and she had that little blooming onion haircut. Y'all know the little short cut she had. That little short. Y'all remember what she had. Dorinda had those. Look back in like the late 90s, 2000s. She also had them big ones, huh? But she had that little shortcut for a while. And she had an altar call. And I remember going up there and she said, lift your hands. And she's sweaty and she lays hands on me. And I remember just feeling like, just so hot. Like my stomach was so hot. Like it was like rumbling. Like I was just so sweaty. And then it was just like, I don't know. I think I fainted. But it was overwhelming. And I could not wait to get back. And I told my grandmother, I said, hi, babe. And I told my grandmother, I said, oh my God, this lady laid hands on me. And I felt like so hot. And she's like, oh my God, that was the Holy Spirit. She told my mother, she said, you need to encourage that boy. Said, that was the Holy Spirit. You need to be, that is the fire of God. And he's called to, Nicole, you need to encourage that. Look what happened. This is what the fire of God got me. But that's my Dorinda Clark Cole story. Mm-hmm. She was, if I had to choose ever, it would be Dorinda. Dorinda just gives me something that just, she's beautiful. They're all beautiful, man. I would have to choose Dorinda and Jackie. I love those two. It's like a rare little team up. They are really fun together.